This is a Headgum podcast.
Happy Monday, April 25th. What's new in the world, just so we can date this?
Yeah, April 25th.
Yeah, so Passover happened.
Passover was good.
Yeah, Steph Curry hurt his knee. Did you see that?
I did. I saw the replay. I saw the Cavs.
That's right.
Saw the Cavs and the Spurs both.
That's right.
Taking the first round sweeps.
That's right.
I think they were both ready to seize the cheese this weekend.
It's very good.
And you know what else happened in the political world?
What?
Cruz and Kasich have made a humble pact. They actually scissored on stage at a rally in Indiana.
That was a very humble pact. Mm-hmm. But more topical than anything is the sponsor of this episode.
Yes.
Which is HeadSpace. Thank you so much.
A lot going on, as you guys can see. You need to clear your mind.
That's right, Jake. Let's be honest. Most of your problems start with your mind. We're talking about fear, anger, stress, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, everything that causes you to stay up
Those
at night.
Those are all things that actually keep me from seizing the cheese.
That's right. And there's actually something you can do about it.
How can I seize the cheese?
I'll tell you how. You can meditate.
Really?
But how can you meditate? Well, HeadSpace is meditation made simple. It's an app, all right? And it's guided meditation that you can listen to whenever you want, whenever you want, whatever you want.
However I want?
However you want, right on your phone, computer, or tablet.
All right.
So for 10 minutes a day, they're telling you could begin their Take 10 program. That's 10 minutes a day for 10 days of guided meditation, and you can do it for free. It's not going to cost you anything. So if you go to headspace.com/ifiwereyou, it would show your support for this program for our sponsor. It would make our sponsor be like, wow, you know what podcast really performed well?
Right.
What audience?
If I Were You.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are the best. And we're trying to sell, I think, the easiest thing in the world. It's free.
Yeah, it's
correct?
Free and it's mentally helpful.
Right.
So if you not only want to make us look good, if you want to feel good,
if you want to improve yourself,
and if you're near a computer, check out headspace.com/ifiwereyou and use their Take 10 program, which is 100% free, a free way to experience the benefits of meditation in your busy modern life. That's headspace.com/ifiwereyou. Headspace.com/ifiwereyou. What else did we not get to in this episode that I wanted to bring up?
The billboard bet has been fulfilled.
Yes. Every year for the last 3 years, Jake and I make a Super Bowl bet. Mm-hmm. We choose a winner, choose a loser. Last year,
choose the loser or the winner. The Super Bowl gods decide.
Yeah, Peyton Manning himself decides.
And before that, Malcolm Butler decided.
Very topical. So last year, I lost. This year, you lost.
Correct.
We both owed each other a billboard of our choosing. I could design anything I wanted. You can design anything you wanted. The first year, we did it in L.A. because we got some sort of special, amazing deal.
Yep.
This year, we went to see how much billboards in L.A. cost.
They were prohibitively expensive.
It was tens of thousands of dollars.
We are priced out of Los Angeles, which sparked a little bit of an idea. It's a billboard that is insulting, but also a little promotional, and also, I think, a little poetic, because we did it for Lonely and Horny, and I believe we found one of the loneliest places in America.
So LA too expensive. What's not too expensive? Casper, Wyoming.
Not a lot of people live there. We were looking for populations of one, but they didn't really have a lot of billboards in cities that only one person lived in. But not a lot of people live in Casper, Wyoming.
So there's a billboard right now, an electronic billboard. We thought, why don't we get one of those electronic ones that alternates between yours and mine? Right. And it alternates between saying Jake Hurwitz is lonely and horny,
and Amir Blumenfeld is lonely and horny.
So it's both an insult and really a promotion for our web series.
Which is called Lonely and Horny. And
yeah.
actually, it's not a web series, it's a show.
That's right. Sorry about that. It is a show.
Web series is a poisonous word that I think people throw at me to detract me, to remind me that I didn't make a television show. And you're right, I didn't make a television show.
Okay.
But I also didn't make a web series.
All right.
We made art. It's a show.
For the web.
For whatever you want to watch it on. Some people are watching it on TV. Some people are watching it on 100-inch projectors.
So, our projector show. But what we do is we need somebody who lives near Casper to honestly just go photograph this thing, because we are taking Lamar's word for it. Lamar's the billboard company.
He's also the guy who
Yeah, it's just Lamar Odom.
Yeah, wow.
So if you live near Casper, this is where the billboard is. He told us where it is. It's right off the I-25 and Elma Street in Casper. You would just exit 187 and Elma, and it's right there near the exit.
So it's near 187 and Elma.
Yeah, exit 187 off of the I-25 in Casper, Wyoming.
Okay.
Do us a favor, go check it out, make a little video, make a little Snapchat, see if you can get some photos
Photograph.
for us.
Yo, put it up on Instagram. First person to put it up on Instagram, I'll give them free, Lonely and Horny for free.
Wow, that's a pretty good. That's some good swag.
Even if they already bought it, then I'll still give them a free coupon code that they could give to their friends or something.
And I'll post it on my Instagram with a little photo credit.
That's a nice idea.
So that's a double bonus for those of you who live in driving distance to Casper. Check out the billboard.
Take a road trip.
Let us know what it looks like. I hope it's still up. We bought it for a month. Even in Casper, Wyoming, it was over $1,000 for this billboard. So don't think that we skimped on you guys.
No, we still cared about the billboard bet.
Yeah, there is still a billboard that says Jake Hurwitz is lonely and horny. It happens to be in Casper, Wyoming.
And actually, originally the picture that we put up was me hugging a fuck doll, an inflatable sex doll.
Yeah.
But they told us we couldn't put that one up. So
That's right.
Now it's a little more tame.
There's some rules for government in Casper.
We did have to pull some strings to have the billboard say horny.
Yeah, that's true. We had to personally ask the governor of Wyoming. Fortunately, the governor is a 91-year-old woman. She was...
And fortunately, she is a huge Jake and Amir fan.
Oh, enormous.
She asked what Leron was up to when we talked to her.
She said, does he still manage a laser tag in Queens? So Elmira from Elma Street, thank you so much for hooking us up. All right, why don't we get this episode started? Recorded earlier this week, so you know we were fresh as a daisy. And things, as always, got real, so enjoy.
Let's listen to Jake and Amir giving advice that ruin people's life. And if I were you, the show.
Oh.
Short and very sweet.
That's what all theme songs should be. When did it devolve into, like, let me fucking brag about how I can, like, jam out for a minute and a
People
half?
are putting in a lot of thought and effort.
Overly
and time
much. Too much
and
effort. Too much
you're not
thought.
appreciated. Wow.
It's actually the thought that doesn't count.
It should be amazing, and it shouldn't take you more than one go of it.
How long do you think that was?
14 seconds.
Oh, almost nailed it. 14. That was written
it was
by,
14?
but there was like a half a second on either side of like dead air. So like 14 asterisk is what the correct answer is, which I got.
Oh, right.
It was written by Aaliyah. So thank you, Aaliyah.
What? Aaliyah's been dead for... You sick fuck.
Oh, it's a different... This lady spells her name differently. Also, even if it was spelled the same, you can have two people named the same thing. Like, you're not the only Jake.
Somebody. Tell me that's somebody.
Yeah, differently, yeah.
On the man on the big P.
Yeah.
That's different?
Yeah. What about Malia Obama? Is that also a different person?
Oh. Yeah, because she's alive and she's the president's daughter.
What are the odds that Sasha or Malia listen to the podcast?
0.
No, it can't be 0. It's got to be higher than 0.
I guess they're in our target age range, but
That's right.
they didn't come to the DC show because I would have noticed this.
I thought I saw like some like fucking funny business going on at the DC
Yeah,
show. I
it
swear,
wasn't.
dude. Like
I
really thought
I feel
Malia
like
was
POTUS
there.
might have been there with Malia.
Yeah. or Dotus,
Dotus.
daughter of the United States.
Right. I think Vapotus, the vice president, of the United States, Vapotus brought.
What about Vapotus's daughter?
Huh?
The Vapotus, the daughter of the vice president of the
Do you think
United
she's
States?
friends with Sasha, and they all came to the show.
So Vapotus and Depotus
I think
might have been
I'm
at
not
our show.
Sure that Biden has a daughter, maybe a daughter-in-law. I thought he had all boys.
Oh yeah, so it'd be a Dilpotus,
Maybe
the daughter and Dilvapotus.
Okay.
Daughter-in-law of the vice president of the United States.
If you are Sasha or Malia Obama and you listen to the podcast,
Wait, everyone else,
tweet at us.
you can just tune out.
Yeah.
So this next couple, let's say minute, is just for Sasha and Malia.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else can do like the skip ahead thing.
Yeah.
All right, starting now.
Press the 15-second.
Hi, it's Uncle Amir.
What a freaking honor.
Do you like?
It's Uncle Amir and Auntie Jake. What's an Aunt Amir you like?
Yeah, it's Uncle Jake and Aunt Amir. Do you guys like comedy? Oh shit, there's a fucking Secret Service at my house, dude.
Put your dad on.
I want to talk to Barry O. Don't sleep on Barry O. All right, we're back, and hello everybody that just returned.
Back.
This is a advice podcast. It's actually the only advice podcast on the internet hosted by us. I'm Amir.
I'm Jake.
This is episode 213. Each one has been better than the last. Welcome to the final stage of this amazing journey.
Rock solid, gold plated, diamond encrusted episode of If I Were You. Here it goes, starting now. One more time for Malia Obama.
Actually, Malia doesn't listen to our podcast, but she's a huge High and Mighty fan.
Really?
Yeah.
She was into Gino from Long Island. She crossed over.
She came from Comedy Bang Bang. That's right. And then Sasha, if you can believe it. Actually, Sasha being like a Gilmore Guys fan seems very possible.
That's possible.
Yeah.
I think Sasha guested on Out on the Lanai, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So Sasha Obama
Was a guest on episode 4
of Out on the Lanai.
Yeah, and the Barely Friending podcast, too.
Imagine Malia. Is Malia the 17 or 18-year-old?
I think so.
So Malia, or imagine whichever daughter is a high school senior applying for college. What she could do with the application and still get in. She can wipe her ass with it and send it to Harvard and just write Harvard on the envelope and just say, yeah, that's my ass stain. Did I get in Harvard? I think I got into Harvard, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did get into
Okay.
Harvard.
Just
didn't
promise
I?
when you get
I'm
here,
not
we'll
going to
put it
go
on
to
the
Harvard.
Okay,
Harvard. You let in a
give you
shit
a-
stain Harvard. I'm going to Cornell, Harvard. I'm actually not going to Cornell,
Going
actually.
to Cornell, Harvard.
Hey, Harvard. Yeah, it's me. The person you let in with a shit stain instead of the SAT score.
We meant to reject you.
Bullshit.
Now, do you want to come?
I'll come for a quarter. Will you let me in for a quarter knowing full well that I'll leave? Of course you will. It's a photo op. It's a business.
It's a cash grab.
All right. We need to answer emails, answer questions. People emailed us. We thought it would be fun if we did another one of those editions of the Game Boy.
The Game Boy.
The Game Boy returns. For those of you who are unsure, and that's totally fair because I'm only like about 70% positive what it is.
I am the Game Boy.
Sometimes we comb and try to find the best messages, and sometimes Jake is some sort of pansexual robot man.
Oh, no, that's my Leslie character.
No, Leslie is a Galian.
Oh, Leslie's the alien. She or he or him or they, which is
Yeah.
actually the correct way to say it now, according to a New York Times article I read. Anyway, my Snapchat filter is gone. I don't know what to do.
Leslie is gone forever.
Leslie is dead for now. I think they cycle through them. I look every day.
Can you
I
do
look
the
every
voice
day.
without the filter?
I guess I could because what is it? Oh, Mr. Uber driver.
Oh, you know what? I think you downloaded them. We'll put them up on our Facebook page.
That'd be nice.
So we can revisit the Uber driver. So sometimes we look through questions, try to find the best ones, and sometimes we just because we have 15,000 unread emails, and it's just too many. So we just do a Google search, a Gmail search for certain words, terms that we'd like to answer questions about.
Right.
Read them for the first time on the show, and
I've got
offer
a couple
advice.
words in my head right now.
Really?
You know what? I've got a two-worder.
Two-worder.
That's cool because it's sort of like it's one. I think it might be hyphenated, but you know, it conveys one thing.
Okay.
Lactose intolerant.
Oh yeah, I'll say that's two.
Okay. I guess you could probably just do intolerant.
No, I would say lactose is like the big one. Because
Yeah.
you can be intolerant of like races, but once
Yeah.
you're who
But I think
talks
I-
about lactose when it's
I
not
guess that
intolerance?
like intolerant, I feel like would yield the funnier question
Oh, that's true.
because who talks like that,
I'm actually
quite intolerant of Hispanic people.
What do you think of lactose tolerant for like a Tinder bio?
Oh, like you,
Like I can handle milk.
That's nice.
That's funny,
I
right?
like that.
So 1 second.
Okay. Are you looking up lactose intolerant or lactose or tolerant?
Lactose intolerant.
Okay.
There's some.
All right.
There's two.
Okay. That is not a win. Everyone keeping score. The Game Boy. The idea is to get it to one question.
Yeah.
The Game Boy has failed.
So do you want the question from person A or person B?
Gee whiz. Person B.
Hey guys, love the show, but let's cut to the chase. I recently found out I was lactose intolerant. I heard it's not that bad, but I'm 15 and have my whole life ahead of me. I'm afraid I'll have trouble picking up chicks because they would feel as if this is an undesirable trait in a man. All I get is gas and pains in my stomach. I take pills for it, but I feel girls would stray away from a guy with that. Am I overreacting because I literally can't seize the cheese? Or will I be fine? Any advice or help would be greatly appreciated. All right. Yeah.
An undesirable trait.
We didn't give this guy a name.
I marked. Let's call him. What's something that's going on in our lives right now?
Passover.
Okay.
Passover just ended. We're still in the middle of it.
Moses.
Moses.
Is he involved in Passover?
He's very involved. He's
He
the guy.
actually- Yeah. God's the guy or girl. Or
Absolutely.
they.
Or them, actually,
So
according to a New York Times article I wrote.
God really, really started Passover,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say?
I would
Moses
say-
was sort of his vessel.
Okay. So
And
Moses
Pharaoh
writes.
was the canvas.
All right, let's focus on the focus on the question.
All right. Let my
People grow. Nice.
It's it's so funny to brand being lactose intolerant as like a weak trait.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't. I am it's like it's part of a caste system. I think it's fine
No big deal.
because how often are you like out trying to get pussy and then you also have to drink a glass of milk?
Yeah, you rarely eat in front of a woman, let alone cheese based.
I would never, ever, ever eat in front of somebody I was trying to have sex with.
Right.
Just out the window. It would not happen. But here's what I think this guy could do, is he could make it into more of a lifestyle choice. Like, I'm a vegan. Not like I can't handle milk. Like
yeah.
my body rejects it and I get gassy. Because
Yeah.
that's not sexy.
Right.
But what's a little sexy is like, I actually care about animals a bit
Yeah.
too much.
I mean, I'm down to eat meat sometimes. I just don't. It's the dairy
Well, it's
products
a lie.
that really is the farm
I mean,
system.
it is a full-on lie. At home, he can be eating turkey sandwiches
Yeah.
all day,
Just-
all the live-long day.
He can be in a bathtub filled with cottage cheese, farting and eating his way out. It doesn't matter.
But when you are out, and when people say, "Let's get a sandwich," and like, how about a grilled cheese? You say, "I'm actually vegan."
That's actually very offensive. Do you
And
know where
that's
they get that
actually
cheese?
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Slut shame on you.
Oh, you're slut shaming them.
I'm mansplaining,
and
slut
shaming, cheese grating, everything.
So I think you own it to the point where you reject milk. Doesn't reject you. You reject milk.
Actually, I'm not lactose intolerant. Cheese is Moses intolerant. So it's anti-Semitic?
Yes. I'm on the side of Ramses.
Yeah, and then you say, do you know how they get the cheese? Do you know how they get the milk? Do you know? Do you get what happened? Do you know where they put those steers?
Beat cows to death.
Until the milk comes out of their faces, their bodies. And then the curdling process is another cow working overtime, just churning away. And for what? For a lamb.
Make one of those PSA PETA videos where it's how they mistreat chickens and cows, but make it really, really weird and sadistic.
Yeah, or just plain out wrong. The chickens are the ones working in the factory. Underage chickens are paid nothing to
to bag chicken wings.
For what?
Chicken in a foreman hat.
Sir, how much do you get paid?
A cow with a whip.
So don't eat cheese next to anybody. If it comes up, you're vegan, you're not lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
If somebody challenges you to a cheese farting contest, say, that's such a weird idea, why would you even suggest that?
But then you can destroy them.
You can destroy them. And then when somebody asks you why you're a vegan, because that'll come up. When you're a vegan, people say, why?
And you say, why aren't you?
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
The onus isn't on me.
Mm-hmm. We should all be vegans. When they say, why are you a vegan? You pull up a little chickadee that's just in your palm, and you say, every time you eat meat, you're doing this.
Oh! It's even so, you kept that in your pocket? Oh, it looked really uncomfortable there. Look, you chipped its beak off when you took it out.
You were sitting down for a long time. It must have been really crunched up. Your jeans are very tight.
Yeah, well, you do that every time.
Every time you eat a burger. Well, I'm also a vegetarian. Oh. So you just eat the cheese?
I'm lactose intolerant. I really am. I'm sorry.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
All right. Moving on.
Let me guess something. Daylight savings time.
Very interesting. I wonder what type of question this will yield.
Looks like we only got... Oh, no. It's a spam.
Wow. Nothing?
Nothing. No real question. What?
You lose.
Put down the knife, Game Boy. Game Boy, that's quite enough. Game Boy, you're scaring me. Game Boy, no!
I am the Game Boy. Covered in your blood.
He lost the game. Why are you arresting me? He lost the game.
I'm acquitted.
I was programmed to kill.
We find the Game Boy innocent.
Why? Because he was programmed.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Should I search again?
Yeah.
Green tea.
That's because that's what you're drinking right now?
Yeah. Oh. It looks like it's all spam except for one.
All right. You have won.
But I don't know if it's green tea in a row or if the words green and tea are in it.
I'll take it.
Dear Jake and Amir, this is, let's say, a female. So it's a female in the Passover story.
Of course. Moses' wife.
Yep.
Rebecca. Is that his wife?
I actually don't know.
All right.
Moses' wife.
I don't think it is.
Is it Leah? Moses' wife. Did he not have a wife?
He totally had a wife.
Zipporah.
Dude,
she was actually pretty fucking busted.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious, dude. Moses could have done better.
Wait, Zipporah?
Zipporah?
From are you looking at from the Ten Commandments?
No, I'm just looking at a painting. Oh, she was Ethiopian.
He found her in the desert when he left Egypt.
We don't know enough about this stuff to talk about it, I fear.
I actually have seen the Ten Commandments starring Charlton Heston many a time. It was my favorite movie when I was growing up.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of them.
That's such a long, dramatic film.
I know.
For a child to get into.
It's true.
All right. Dear guys, I've put myself in a ghastly predicament, and I need your creative minds and love for the strange to help me pull through, or I might have to just kill myself at a Starbucks. Recently, I came up with an insane concept for a one-act play about a cat who deals drugs. Oddly enough, I was not on drugs. In a furious frenzy, I wrote this very strange play, and as a joke, showed a few scenes to some comrades, but it got a really good reaction. And my friend, who was El Capitano of the Student Play Festival, has fallen in love with this piece of shit and determined to put on the show. But I can't come up with an ending because the story is now so absurd, and the El Capitano is nagging me every day to finish it. My play involves a plethora of pussy jokes, a boy often named Cervix, a slew of dead cats, and some drug references, all of which are essential to the play. And I'm afraid the school will want to tame it, but that's kind of beside the point. Can you think of a kick-ass conclusion that will leave the audience in a seizure-like state of laughter? Any script, joke, / pussy advice would be greatly appreciated. I've attached a copy of the script. Toda. Oh, so the script includes green tea. But the problem is, the script is 27 pages.
All right, so we're not going to read it now,
Right.
or probably ever.
But we can give advice on
Just go to page 27 and see where it ends, what the cliffhanger is.
Okay. I like how she said a cat often named something. Like he's named many, many times. All right. The last page reads, Mrs. P, don't you defend her? Dith replies, I'm not a pussy murderer. I would never kill a cat. I love cats. I mean, I really love them. Their feet, their smell, the feel of their soft fur between my fingers. She shivers as the spotlight engulfs her. Have you ever looked a cat in the eyes? Every time I look at Lionel, I fall more deeper in love. That's right, I said it. I'm in love with Lionel Poppy. I'm not ashamed anymore, and I know he loves me too. I have been in love before, but a man can't love a woman like a cat can. I want to spend every day caring for him, petting him, loving him, feeding him milk and fresh fish caught from our little cottage on the bay. I want to spend nights curled together by the fire, sipping out little Mr. and Mrs. Water dishes. Back to reality, everyone is frozen with disgusted looks on their faces. Lionel walks away from Dith and stands behind Mrs. Poppy's legs. Dung speaks. What the hell? Mrs. P. Get out! Exit Dith in a flurry. Pass speaks. Who is killing cats? Mr. P. Dung. It was Dung. The family starts yelling and blaming each other. Corvex flips the table. And then how should this finish?
I thought it was cervix.
Well, he's often named Cervix.
Oh, but usually he's Corvex.
Yeah, sometimes
Corvex,
Corvex.
Dung, Dith,
Piff,
and
Mrs. P, Lionel. How does it end? You know what it could be? What comes to mind now is a setup like The Last Supper, so there's a bunch of people sitting in a row facing out to the audience, and then it escalates. It goes crazy. But the person in the middle, maybe
the cat?
Maybe Dith, maybe Lionel, maybe Dung, Corvex, Mrs. P, anybody really. I don't really know who the protagonist here is in the middle of it all looking like, oh dear, what have I done? And then you play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song. Womp, womp, womp. Fade out to blackout.
Interesting. I guess I think the cat might be dead. Didn't they say something killed the cat?
Yeah.
I think here. I mean, I don't know if I think Lionel's the cat.
Lionel. Yeah, it seems like there's a human named Dith who's in love with a cat named Lionel.
I think. All right. So if Lionel is the cat and the cat's dealing drugs, but the cat should also be doing a lot of like really human type things, right?
Yeah.
Or sorry, like a real. So that's a human type thing. The cat should be doing a cat type thing. So like, the police come to get it, but it runs up a tree.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. And then the cat goes to jail, but maybe that's just the vet or something.
Yeah, the cat version of jail.
Right. And it meets another cat or a dog that's like this is. Then it sort of taking the like blow angle, right? He goes to like jail to get reform, but he actually gets a little more badass.
Oh.
He comes out, the cat's like a drug kingpin now.
Oh, and then he's like, I guess this cat's out of the bag. And then he walks out, and the song that's playing is Papa's got a brand new bag. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And then, or like, he goes to like talk to his like number one rival, and the guy is like, "You get out of here!" And then he just like scratches his tongue and pulls it out with his
with his
little
paw.
and he says, "What's the matter?
Cat got your tongue? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it cuts to the Heathcliff, no one should terrorize the neighborhood. Oh.
And then like spotlight on the cat, and it just goes, "Oh, Mondays, Garfield
style."
Yeah.
And then it goes, whoop, a Garfield style. Whoop, 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 lasagna style.
We got your ending, pal.
And it may
Lasagna style.
It may involve Garfield dressed like Opa or Psy, leading some sort of Gangnam style life.
Mm-hmm.
So he's wearing a little tuxedo. He's a little fat little tuxedoed boy, perhaps a mustachio tuxedo boy.
With sunglasses.
He stares at the camera and goes, Opa lasagna style. He does the Psy dance. Mm-hmm. You find someone who speaks fluent Korean, because that's when you really like, that's what separates the fakers from the makers.
Exactly, you do the rap.
And then that goes into the first of what can only be described as over 100 act breaks.
Yeah. Then you set the record for longest play ever. You put chains around the doors. You burn the theater down.
Yeah. And that's how you become famous. All right, let's take a break. Let's take our own intermission.
Opa Garfield style.
What?
Sorry.
Don't plagiarize the play.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The play's the
Plagiarize.
thing. We'll be back after this messages. After these messages, we'll be
Right back.
Thank you as well to ScoreBig.com for sponsoring this episode. Frankly, the tickets to very popular events are hard to get.
That's true.
We've all been there before. There's a concert, there's a game, there's a match that you want to attend, but you can't. Or if you can, it costs too much monies. So how do you get better seats? How do you get the tickets? Well, you can use ScoreBig.com.
And what kind of incentive can we offer? We can't just tell people use ScoreBig and then that's it.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
have to be able to track our performance. There has to be some sort of incentive.
Well, here's what you do. You go to ScoreBig.com and download their new ScoreBig app for your phone.
Okay.
You find the event and the seats that you want.
Fine.
You make an offer using ScoreBig's name a ticket price feature.
I like that
Then
feature.
you get an instant answer and save up to 60% on your tickets. And now, if you use promo code If I Were You at checkout,
That's what I was waiting for.
you'll save an extra $20 off your first ticket purchase.
$20 off. What was the code?
If I Were You, all one word.
All caps, all lowercase. It doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive.
That's right. It's all caps, one word. I assume it's probably not case sensitive, but
Yeah.
just to be safe.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's press caps lock. We'll have fun.
So for the easiest way to save on your tickets, download the new ScoreBig app for your phone. Enter promo code If I Were You, all one word at checkout. And you'll save
All caps or not.
That's right.
Why not?
And
Let's have a good time with it.
You'll save an extra $20 off your first ticket purchase. No iPhone? No problem. Get $20 off too at scorebig.com, just their website. That's scorebig.com, promo code If I Were You. Next time there's an event, concert, sporting event that you want to see, remember, score big and use promo code If I Were You. Thank you as well to one of our favorites, Squarespace, for sponsoring this episode.
Sponsoring us from the gosh darn get-go, and we do appreciate it. What the fuck does Squarespace do, though?
Oh, it's easy, dude. Making websites is hard, and Squarespace makes it affordable, simple, and frankly, doable. Just in case you don't know how to code and design professional-looking websites.
Yeah, and many of us many of us don't.
Squarespace makes it possible. And whether you have to do it now or sometime in the future, trust me, I've been in the game for a long time. There will come a time where an uncle or a cousin or an aunt or a grandfather says, can you make me a website for my business? Can you make me an online portfolio? Can you make a
Here's
store?
what you do. You say, yes, I can, Grandpa. It just costs around $250. And that's when you take a little bit of the cheddar off the top. You go to Squarespace.
Skim the cream.
You can do it for a fraction of that.
That's right. Plans start as low as $8.95 a month. And if you get it for the whole year, they'll throw in a custom domain for you. That's right.
That's a good deal.
Anyavailable.com will be purchased with your year annual sign up. I know what you're thinking. All the good domain names are taken. People have been snatching them up from this the dawn of time.
I don't think so.
Fortunately for you guys, every time we endorse Squarespace, every time Squarespace sponsors one of our episodes, we'll give you a free URL that's available at the time of recording.
Right.
Will it be available much past that? Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take all of my strength not to buy the killer domain that I came up with.
What is yours?
Well, you know how sometimes people say a penny for your thoughts? Mm-hmm. I thought of a penny for your mots. So it's a penny for your mots. Mots spelled MOCC.
Yeah.
And it's for if you have a cheese blog.
If it's for you, if you have a cheese blog.
It is for you. It is the perfect one for you if you've got a cheese blog, or if you want to sell cheese, or if you're out there. And I know everyone listening to this show is trying to seize their cheese.
Nice, dude.
Thank you. Trying to really bring this quote back.
My domain? Good question. Polandman.com. Poland Man. What does that evoke? Suddenly a superhero from Eastern Europe hails.
It sounds to me like you just stole Trojan Man and made it a little racist or something.
Racist? Excuse
Against
you.
Polacks.
Anybody can be a Polish man, but it takes a special man to be a Poland man. And that's Polandman.com. One more time, that's Polandman.com. That's
a penny for your mots.
So whether you want to buy Polandman.com or a penny for your mots.com or any other available domain name, Squarespace makes it so easy. They have beautiful templates, seamless commerce tools, 24/7 customer support. Millions of people already trust them, so you don't have to just trust us. Go with the crowd. That's what I always say. Rely on the wisdom of crowds. People know what they're doing, and they've been trusting Squarespace for years. So squarespace.com /if I were you. You enter the offer code if I were you to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. Nice, dude.
Nice, dude.
The offer code, one more time, is the name of the show. If I were you. All one word. 10% off your first purchase. Let's get back to us in the past, because this is us in the present. Mm-hmm. So, back to Jake and Amir.
I just looked up the lyrics to Gangnam Style. Mm-hmm. It's so stupid. Like, none of this is English.
Yeah.
Najunun, like, who wrote this? Tasarun.
It's Korean.
Ingajanun Yoja.
He didn't write it in the language you.
Did he sit on a keyboard? Like, how do these words even?
You could translate it and it would make.
Kyopi Hanjanui. Like, okay.
So you think every language is dumb?
No. English
It's
isn't
not
dumb.
yours?
English
about-
isn't dumb. The Queen's English isn't dumb.
What about
Canadian's not
Hebrew?
dumb. Hebrew's fine.
You just don't like Asian language.
I don't like languages I can't understand.
You
Because
can
I feel like people are
understand-
sneaking behind my back talking shit about me.
That song actually is only talking shit about you.
Yeah, like what the fuck is Bamyomyon?
That means Amir's a loser.
What the fuck is that, Sai? I don't even know you, dude. Watch this diss track.
Oh. Choke art.
Blumenfeld style. What did we want to talk about? This is coming out April 25th. Episodes 5 and 6 of Lonely and Horny are out.
Wow, we're over the halfway point at this point now.
That's right. Things are moving very quickly.
Very fast. Only 2 more weeks now, and they'll all be out, and we won't know what to do with our lives.
5 and 6 are a turning point.
Yeah, there's
a plot twist.
a twist in 5 and 6.
There's a thing that happens storyline wise.
And actually, you know what? Next week I'm going to start giving away spoilers.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's like at this point you should have seen it.
So you know what? Buy it and watch them all now if you don't want me to spoil it.
Can't wait to see what people think. I'm so excited every time a new episode comes out.
I'm digging the Reddit comments. We just got Bobby, our DP, verified.
Yeah, he got verified
Reddit.
Flair.
So you guys, he's up in those comments if anybody's.
He's ruthless though. He's kind of a troll too. So he'll be very nasty.
He's a troll of himself.
Yeah.
He
Whoa.
really
No
is.
spoilers. Okay. A little Easter egg. We've already said too much, dude.
You know what I wanted to do was ask you what the score is because in terms of sales, most of the sales have come from America.
True. We can't actually say what the numbers are, but I feel like we can say the proportion.
A very close second was England, followed by a very close third, Canada.
Yeah, England and Canada are separated by less than 1% of sales.
Sweet.
So they're almost a virtual tie.
England's over Canada.
England over Canada by a little.
Tell you what, we're gonna do a show this summer in whatever state whatever locale is number 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not.
Yes. So if Canada's number 2 at the end of the run, then we'll go do a show in Canada. And
if the UK
is number 2, then we'll do a show in the UK.
I can actually view all for these countries. They get some.
I also want to mention Australia, which is really lagging. Is that correct?
Let me look at
a distant fourth.
Yeah, Australia is about half of what UK and Canada.
I thought we had friends in Australia. I really did.
Well, we do, just not as many friends as we do in Canada and UK.
Okay,
which is fair.
Wake up, Australia.
Interesting 5th place country.
Denmark.
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah.
My bum is on the Swedish.
Oh, we lost all the sales.
Oh, how? Is this a live friggin' feed?
And then there are some countries that only bought 1.
That's
the interesting list.
Let me see those.
We're talking Luxembourg, Cyprus, Saudi Arabia, Bahamas, Barbados, Lebanon. 1 in China. There's over 1 billion people in China, and only 1 have purchased.
Well, that's the only guy that found a way around the wall.
Yeah,
not the Great Wall of China. I mean the firewall.
The firewall of China. The Maldives, Guernsey, of course. Guernsey.
What is Guernsey?
Guernsey, I looked up recently, is an island off the coast of Europe, technically belonging to one of these larger provinces. There's Pakistan, Costa Rica, Croatia, Peru, Bulgaria, and El Salvador round off the list of single sale countries.
I'm into Guernsey.
Really?
This is, to me, Guernsey looks like, well, maybe the Maldives. Wait, so you said somebody from the Maldives also, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is, I want to find out who the loneliest person is that ordered Lonely and Horny.
Like a guy who's on a Gilligan's Island of sorts.
Which I guess is the Maldives or Guernsey. If you're the guy that ordered it from, or the girl that ordered from Guernsey, email us with the subject, I ordered it from Guernsey.
Hashtag I'm the dude or dudette from Guernsey.
Forward us the receipt. And then we'll know that it's you in Guernsey. But also, if you think that you live in the most remote location, or if you think you are the loneliest person, we want to hear from you.
What about the horniest person?
That's everybody.
We are all horny.
If somebody lives on a farm in South Dakota and they don't have a neighbor for 100 miles or something.
Yeah. The
some
Guernsey
way,
of America.
If you can prove that you are the loneliest person that ordered Lonely and Horny, we should figure out something that we can do for that person.
Okay. So
just to make them feel not lonely.
Oh, less lonely.
Like, I'll go visit Guernsey.
And just blow anybody who's there. Blow my way through the fucking country.
We should either invite the loneliest person to Los Angeles.
Okay.
Where are we going to do a screening?
Yeah, screening, or at the very least a viewing party.
Yeah. So what if we invite the loneliest person that ordered Lonely and Horny to our viewing party.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, sure. I just have to say yes, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. Yes. So how did you do it? You forward the receipt?
You forward a receipt. All right. You forward a receipt and then also you have to explain why you think you can't just forward a receipt and I'm going to look up your address. You have to say, you have like make a video, take a picture, draw a picture, write a poem, whatever you want to do.
Any sort of art.
Get creative and convince us that you're the loneliest person that ordered Lonely and Horny. And then we'll
do our best to ship your ass to L.A.
Or come visit, because I would definitely be down to go to the Maldives.
At the very least, the Maldives.
That's a tropical vacation.
I'm just reading from the Wikipedia page of Guernsey, and every other word looks like it was made up for a fantasy novel. For example, the Bailiwick of Guernsey, a crown dependency, situated next to smaller inhabitant islands of Herm, Jethou, and Lehou, together with many small islets. The jurisdiction is not part of the United Kingdom. However, defense and most foreign relations are handled by the British government. Taken together with separate jurisdictions of Alderney and Sark, it forms the Bailiwick of Guernsey.
I don't want to go anymore. I changed my mind.
And the two Ballywacks of Guernsey and Jersey.
Do you think the Bailiwick of Guernsey is who ordered Lonely and Horny? Lonely and Guernsey?
I don't know if the Bailiwick is a human or a place. I don't know what a Bailiwick is.
Either way, if you live in Guernsey or the Maldives, or if you're the guy from Pakistan or Saudi Arabia, get in touch with us. I want to hear their story.
Yeah, and then Jake will go visit you in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Whether you both live there or not.
And I'm not saying it's for people, if you think that you are lonely and you haven't ordered it and you want to enter the contest, you can do that. But then you also, if you've already ordered it, let us know. This way it's a sort of a contest that doesn't alienate old or new buyers of Lonely and Horny.
But it does have to include the confirmation, the receipt confirmation.
Of course,
that you
I'm
purchased.
not going to read something that doesn't. I will allow no false entries into the contest I just made up.
And you can always watch the first one for free on College Humor's YouTube channel. That one's nearing 1 million plays. How about that?
I mean, that's tight.
Because that's more than most Jake and Amir videos.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
So go you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying.
And sincerely, thank you.
Quick shout out to potential Headgum interns.
Oh yeah, but we should save that for the end so we don't go through.
All right. Well, if the idea of Headgum internship sounds interesting to you,
Headgum interns. We're looking for interns after the final theme song.
Yeah.
We'll do a straight up job shout out.
Yeah.
So if you're college aged, interested in an internship,
yeah,
listen to the very, very end of this podcast.
You have to be in LA this summer, right?
Or willing to relocate on your own dime.
Right. You have to be in Los Angeles without us asking for it.
Right. So sorry, the guy from Guernsey.
Oh, dude from Guernsey is going to be in San Diego.
Interesting.
Close, but no cider. Anything else? Should we get back to it?
Yeah, let's just get right back into it. Let's get another question out of here.
Let's see here. Give me a search phrase.
Parakeet.
How do you spell that?
I think it's Parakeet, but I don't know.
Oh. There's one.
And he either spelled parakeet correctly or incorrectly, but whatever it was the same way as I did it. So.
Oh, no, it was written by an Indian guy named Prakeet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's lactose intolerant.
Interesting.
No, it is. There's parakeet in one question.
All right, dope.
The Game Boy wins.
The Game Boy. Champion yet again.
Game Boy, you're hurting me.
Strangling the life out of you. Look in my eyes.
The last thing you'll see is the winner. Here's my problem, if you even want to call it that, because honestly, it's kind of a blessing. A hyena ate my friggin' bird.
Yes!
My mom's going to be pissed because my dad spent his last time on the parakeet, but honestly, it's a pain in my ass. How do I tell my mom and not get her mad at me?
Where does this person live that his birds are being hunted by parakeets?
From Guernsey.
By hyenas.
Yeah, this guy's from Guernsey.
Really? There are hyenas in Guernsey?
I guess so. A Guernseyan hyena.
So a blessing in disguise. I mean, you didn't do anything wrong.
How do I tell my mom and not get her mad at me? Why would she be mad at you?
She should
dude?
be mad at the hyena.
Yeah.
All right, you need to go out and fight a hyena.
No way.
I'm serious. You come back with a couple teeth marks on you, some bloody knuckles, and you say, and your mom says, "Oh my God, what happened?" And you say, "I was attacked by a hyena, and it also ate the bird, and I tried to stop it, but the hyena got the best of me." I mean, you could maybe don't go fight a hyena, just go scratch yourself on a tree branch or something.
And then the mom will be like, "You punched my pet hyena. What's wrong with you, you monster?"
This guy lives on a zoo. I just survived.
Yeah. that bird was food for the hyena.
We bought a zoo.
Didn't you see we bought a zoo?
I did see we bought a zoo.
That's how much you love Damon.
I will watch anything Damon does, from Elysium to We Bought a Zoo.
To the water fracking movie.
I did see that one too.
And?
It was fine.
The worst that Damon movie could be is pretty good.
Oh, Damon. How many scripts are on his desk that I wish he would do? For the next Bourne movie, for one. When is that coming out? Ugh, come on, Damon.
I don't know, man. All right. Should we go to the next question?
I guess so.
What's a good search term? I have like a bad imagination. All I do is look around the room like Slinky.
That's pretty good. We have a pretty fun room. I got parakeet from looking at that parrot up there.
Yeah. No Slinky. Coaster.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, got a lot of coasters.
Well, choose one, baby.
All right. Coaster.
Rights.
No, it's a lady.
Okay. We can give that last person a biblical name. That last person was God.
Yeah, of course.
This one is...
For he decided who shall live and who shall die.
This one comes from a lady.
A lady named Locusts, which is one of the 10 plagues.
Yes. The first one.
Absolutely. It was not the first one.
What was the first one?
Blood.
Fine.
Yes. Then frogs.
Then boils.
That's right. All right. I realize I can't be satisfied or happy or content with what I have. I'm always looking into the future and back into the past, and that screws up a good relationship. I have an ex-boyfriend number 1 who I've had a relationship with off and on for 8 years, and I've tried to move on so many times, but something always pulls me back in. We both get devastated thinking about others with someone new. Well, I recently moved on and started dating one hell of a great guy. Number 2, hilarious, the funniest man I know. We have a lot in common. We love your podcast. We've been friends for 6 years, and we've been friends while in relationships. But this spring, we connected for the first time as lovers, and it ruled. Sex like rabbits, dreams of moving to big cities. But it's been a mini roller coaster. He is pretty much baggage free, but I can't get my ex out of my head. And this summer, I'm going away for a summer job that has been looming in the back of my mind for a while. We have had a breakup once this spring, but I felt such intense remorse that I begged him to take me back, and he did. He and I enjoyed another round of great loving relationship, but I've had so much anxiety lately that I can't deal with, and I irrationally broke up with him again. And he has a lot of pride and cut me off out of his life real quick. He is smart and trying to defend his heart. I feel that remorse again. I didn't want to date him while thinking of my ex. I think I made the right call by not stringing him along, but I can't help but miss him. How do I know when to hold them and when to fold them? I hate the idea of him not being my friend. I feel like I probably lost a good thing. Love triangle shit. Oh, that's weird. This is so bizarre. P.S. I made him coasters with your faces on it a couple weeks back.
Wow.
So this email has both roller coasters
That is a
and
real
coasters. I hope he doesn't break them or throw them out.
Jesus Christ. I just want to much respect and love, but shut up.
It's too much already. I'm getting motion sick.
It's giving me anxiety thinking about your anxiety. And it sounds like you have made the right decision and you need to stop second guessing yourself. Move on. You need to be single. This person can't handle being in relationships. They're not supposed to be frozen in time when you leave them. That's okay. They live their life. You live yours. Just forget it.
It seems like this is like a movie that's like so emotionally tough to watch, and then at the end, the protagonist meets somebody who's like, "Oh, this is easy."
But it doesn't. I don't think it should be like that. Like one person shouldn't erase another relationship, and then like I was with this person, I didn't know what to do, and then I met this other guy, and he was great, but now I don't know what to do. She's like, "Fucking stop! Don't make it about the person. Don't make it about the relationship. Just be single. Just be cool on your own. Then you'll be ready for a relationship."
So you're saying this girl's not comfortable with herself, her own personality, her own body.
Yeah, it sounds like this like 8-year relationship kind of fucked her up, and you need to like completely cut that off. Stop thinking about your ex. Think of him not being dead, but just like floating in space in another direction. You guys are on opposite trajectories now, and no new relationship is going to like make you feel better or worse about that. You just need to be on your path, moving forward. Look out the window with an unobstructed view, because your ex, he's over the horizon now. He's gone.
The first ex or the second ex?
Both. You are just picture yourself in a convertible driving through the desert. There's nothing ahead, behind, or to the side. Anything is possible, but just don't throw the car in reverse.
Yeah, once you break up with someone twice, that's it. Just assume you can't have them anymore.
Yeah.
You broke up with him twice, you feel remorse. I guess you're always going to feel remorse.
Sure, you'll feel like, but I think there's a difference between feeling sad and feeling remorse. Like, you feel sad because you broke up with somebody, but that doesn't mean like, oh, well, I should be with them, because you'll feel sad with them too.
Right.
What's the shortest sadness, or which version of sadness leads to happiness? And it's being single. It's like, I'll be sad for a little bit, then I'll be happy, then I'll find someone new, then I'll be happier. Or you say, I'm sad now. You go back to the relationship that you were sad in, that you knew what to do. You broke up, you know? It's
like sometimes people break up and then they're fine for a little bit because it's fun and it's exciting. And then they go through phases where it's like, oh, it's Sunday night and I'm just alone. And now I'm sad, so I feel remorse. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. But those types of people are like, I want to be with my girlfriend on Sunday nights. Then Mondays during the day, I don't need her. That's fine. Breaking up was a good idea. Monday night, I'll go out, do bowling. That'll be fine. I don't need her yet. Tuesday morning, I'll miss her. I need her back. I feel remorse. Tuesday night is fun.
And if you are going through those highs and lows, then think about how unfair it would be to go and try to get back together with somebody.
Right.
That you want to be with maybe three times out of the week.
But it's hard to like look past the current phase that you're in. Like Sunday night, it's hard to think about Friday night.
I don't think it's hard.
It's like
It's easy for me.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking beast.
Yeah. But if you're not a fucking beast.
I think you just got to channel the inner beast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be sad for the next 6 hours, and then that'll be fine. That'll be good.
It's actually good to be sad.
Yeah. It's feelings.
Yeah.
You're allowed to feel them.
Yeah.
You just can't make irrational decisions based on them, like, oh, I'm sad, so I'll get back together with my ex.
Yeah.
No.
I feel sad, so I think I'll make somebody else's life worse in the long term.
Don't
beg for their shit back, and then I'll just feel that sense of remorse. It's better to feel remorse alone than remorse that you got back together.
Remorse, yeah.
Yeah. Because when I feel bad that I'm in a relationship, that's so much worse, because it's like I don't have to just deal with my own remorse. I have to deal with somebody else's. I don't want somebody else to be sad because of me.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd rather err on the side of me being sad alone.
I think independence is a very beautiful thing, and it's fine to feel sad about it's fine to feel sad for a moment, but I think ultimately it's really empowering to be like, I am doing this thing solo. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Anything can happen. Anything could happen. Beans, 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 beans. So this whole episode is about beans.
Yep.
It'll let us hear. You don't have to be two peas in a pod. You can be your own little bean.
In your own pod. You can be an edamame, a single edamame.
You know the worst kind? It's lukewarm, kind of borderline cold, single pod.
Salty soy sauce. Edamames they're good.
Yeah, but bad edamames. Don't get me started.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, folks.
Oh, yeah, folks.
All right, that's it. The end of the Game Boy, the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Aaliyah, for writing the opening theme song. Thanks for all those people who wrote in emails. The email address for everything is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. This closing theme song is going to be was written and created by Dominic Zelli of Deadpanned. I guess it's a remix? I don't know. That's what I wrote down. So thanks, Dominic Zelli, Deadpanned remix. Thanks, Aaliyah. Thanks to you guys for listening. And then after the theme song, we're going to be talking about...
If y'all are interested in internships, we're going to be talking about them in a few minutes.
Yeah, and if you're over the age of, let's say, 24 and you live far, far away, you can just treat this as the end of the podcast.
Yeah, we appreciate you listening.
We'll be back on Monday. Later, guys. So how does this work? This is an advice podcast. People will write us to ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. I can steal your cheese.
I like to sit down, opening up 55 cans of porn. I don't think that'll ever get old.
It's easy to lie and be the person that you want.
I feel like we're repeating ourselves, but it's subtle.
It's very subtle.
It's super subtle, and it's not illegal. And it's just vintage wolf.
Take my name off the title. Want to know the worst part? You spent a bad amount of money.
a bad amount of money.
Relax, I am the master.
No, you don't need the master.
I don't need the master to be the master, but it does feel right when I occupy the master. We're actually both the master. Mickey, my friend, the bowl's clean. Dipshit. Yeah. And people only smile when they're happy.
Kanye is a therapist.
If I were you, if I were you, if I were you, if I were you.
So
you think you can work for me?
bullshit,
You
dude.
think you're fucking qualified?
Let me see that resume.
Oh, nice. You were a camp counselor. Why don't you wad this piece of shit resume up and actually, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
This one was actually really good. This was a bad example.
Oh, you went to Brown. That's
my
actually-
God.
Damn it.
You are actually overqualified. Can I work for you, sir?
Let's talk about internships.
This is what we need. Right off the bat, college student.
Because here's the thing. No money is involved.
That's right.
In the internship. It's one of those school credit type things. So if you're at college that supports this
System.
of entering the workforce for a summer.
Indentured servitude, we call it.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Which is what I did when I was in college.
And which is what I did for College Humor for a long time. Worked for completely free. I think legally we have to cover their meals.
Oh, perfect.
So we'll do that.
Free food and a foot in the door. Hell, that sounds like a pretty good opportunity.
And so you also have to be in a school that's willing to allow you to work for school credit rather than money.
Okay.
And you also have to be living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, ideally commutable to downtown LA for a couple days a week.
Yep. And what would you say? Are we doing it for like May to August, June to August?
Some sort of summer month, 3-month combination.
I guess let us know your availability.
Yeah.
We'll sort of go based on that.
And we need, I don't think it's going to be every day. I think it'll be a couple days a week. True?
Truth.
We're not looking for just one human. We're looking for 3.
3 lovely, overly qualified, underly prepared.
Troglodyte cactus people.
We are looking for, 1, a designer, a design intern.
Yeah, a lot of design stuff comes up, like Snapchat filters. We don't know how to do that. We have to pay somebody to do that. Oh, we need a new banner for our YouTube page. We don't know how to do that.
Oh, we need a new sign for a show that we're doing. All this stuff comes up. And like we could also overhaul lots of things, like podcast art for everybody that has shitty podcast art.
So are you a talented designer in college?
Or illustrator or whatever. Are you good at drawing?
Can you make stuff look good?
Could you be an artist for us?
Send us an email, ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. Another type of intern we're looking for.
By the way, the subject that you should email us with is potential intern.
Right.
Correct?
Otherwise, it'll get lost.
Yeah, we're going to filter potential intern. All right.
If you can spell those 2 words correctly, you're already separating yourself from the majority of people who are going to apply.
Send us a little. I don't know, what do designers have? A portfolio.
Yeah.
And
The equivalent of your work.
and then also we are looking for a digital growth intern.
Whoa, what's that?
I stopped saying social media because it sort of sounds bullshitty.
I like that.
Social media sounds like, oh yeah, I help with social media. It's like, oh, I could get Kleenex 1,000 Twitter followers. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, we want digital growth. We want new podcast listens. We want new follows on our podcast social medias. We want to help our digital outreach grow.
And what helps is posting, but we don't have time to post to Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and this and that and the other. This would be for Headgum and potentially also for me and you.
Right. And that's also like the bare minimum is just like posting regularly. We don't do that. But like, hey, if you're smart and you've got some ideas for social growth, that's pretty cool too.
Like if somebody followed us around and did a behind the scenes Snapchat or Instagram or something, that seems like something people would want to do.
Start a Headgum Snapchat. That's like something that we could just mention to our social media or digital growth intern.
That's right.
And, they could help out. That would be great.
Right. And lastly, the email for all this stuff is potential intern. Subject potential intern at ifIWereYouShow@gmail.com.
Correct.
And then lastly is just the miscellaneous jack of all trades helping us out intern.
Yes. The workhorse beast mode intern that is, I guess, going to help us with everything from clearing out our email inbox.
We have too many emails, too many questions.
Trying to streamline that whole process. They hopefully can coordinate our schedules.
Yep.
I guess do a lot of unsung hero work around the office.
Yeah, whenever we need something done, to be able to get something done.
Are you somebody that just gets shit done?
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need somebody that's super organized, super on top of their shit, and can help us streamline the whole entire process.
So wait, when you were in college, which one do you think you'd be most, which one would you want to apply for?
The get shit done kid, the last one.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing at College Humor, I think.
Right. I would do design.
Really? Come on.
What? I could take a course.
You gave yourself a stick and poke smiley face tattoo.
Shit.
And it looks like shit.
So if any of this stuff sounds interesting, appealing, fun, exciting to you, ifIWereYouShow@gmail.com. Potential intern. Help us find you.
And I'll tell you one thing. When I applied to College Humor, and I used to be in charge of the interns at College Humor.
Yeah.
You guys, if writing a good cover letter sets you apart immediately.
It makes you look nice and normal versus crazy and bad.
Right. So the, hey, fuckface, I got nuggets for a meal, hire me emails. You could just not send them.
Yeah. Well, that's what you wrote, right?
Yeah, exactly. Before you even, we started the you like nuggets thing.
You started, that was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, send us a letter. Let us know who you are, what you are.
Where you are, and when you are.
Nice. Most importantly, why you are. Mm-hmm. Any type of resume, cover letter, portfolio. Just let us know a little bit more about you so that hopefully we'll be able to set up some Skype interviews soon and hire people accordingly.
Right. And real quick, I recognize that a lot of, not a lot, but we've gotten a couple emails asking for internships in the past.
Yeah.
From people who are super qualified and very proactive to ask about internships before we even offered them. But straight up, you will have to reapply with the subject potential intern because we're not going to be able to find all the old emails, you know?
Yeah, so resend that away. Cool. We'll be back next week, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Peace.
That was a HeadGum podcast.